Well, hello, my loves. It's your girl Anna Miss Ray, and today we're gonna be talking about all the drama that's been popping off with tonight's conversation, and just with Ace, Kitty, Kita. I keep forgetting the other girl's name. Um, the other girl, y'all know who I'm talking about. Um, Anyway, with all the drama that's been going on, apparently Kita and the other young lady are fired. They are now unemployed. And baby, they are letting it all hang out. I'm gonna just say that. But we also have a little bit of drama with excuse me, y'all, I'm sick. A little bit of drama popping off with my girl Six the Goddess, whom I absolutely love. And yeah, so we gonna watch a few clips and just kind of like dissect the situation from my perspective. Okay, so tonight's argument. And let's play a couple of first we gonna play the first video I've seen of Miss Keto crashing the hell out, okay? So,
hi, and welcome to episode 1 of Who the Fuck Did I Work For? So, because I'm unemployed, this is my content now. So if you like content like this, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that little bell notification. So this is the creator of the pod. This is Randy Rosario, Mike the Poet, Trip Fontaine, Fine Ass Keita Rose, and Mojo Gaja! A lot of you guys are like, well, I don't care about this bitch or that bitch. Where's my favorite? Oh, shit, there she go to your favorite. She be dropping them gems. This is Kitty Rose. She got Randy out quick fast. She said, I want your spot. How can I manipulate everyone to get it? I'm going to detail that, though, in the following episodes. It's going to be like 500 episodes. Uh-oh, bonus feature. This guy says he used to be with Kitty, but that can't be true because it would have been around the time she was married, and she can't stand side bitches, and she can't stand cheating women. Ho, ho, the drama, the tea. Hope we all heal.
now that clip right there is just funny because apparently that's not even true. Apparently that's a rumor. Kita has been going around lying. Okay. She has been going around lying big time. Let me see if I can find a clip of I was trying to upload a clip of the beautiful Kitty, but her video was too long. Let me see if I can find a shorter video that highlights her side, because she has been saying all types of things about the beautiful Kitty, and just saying that she's, as you saw, saying that she's had an affair with her husband, and or on her husband, and just saying all kinds of stuff about this kind lady. You can tell who's the graceful one and who's the one that's gonna go far and who's not. And unfortunately, Kita, and what is this other girl's name? Let me see if I can freaking find out what this little girl's name is, because Randy, Randy, Randy. They honestly, they seem like, to me, they seem like those girls in high school who were just super messy and bullies. Like, they seem like those girls who would like a guy, right? And then they would find out that the guy liked you, and they would just be on some hating, bullying type stuff towards you because dude ain't even looking their way. And you didn't have to do anything, and he crazy about you. And now they want to fight you. Now they want to talk about you. Now they want to spread rumors about you. That's what they give. It's not very not very what do you call it? I don't know, but they're not making themselves look good at all. Okay, now I really want to put up a little something about, is Kitty Rose. It is no clips yet, just yet, on her going on that topic just yet. Because everything is honestly still very fresh. Everything is honestly still very new. And while you only have a couple of videos from Miss Kitty, excuse me, I'm sick, y'all, excuse me. Miss Kitty, you got plenty of videos from Kita. What is going on? As soon as I start recording, I just can't stop burping, hiccuping. Um, but yeah, with tonight's argument, it just you know, I never subscribed or I never watched a single episode, but you see little clips going around on YouTube, and a lot of the clips are very enlightening and helpful. Um, but you can almost see the cattiness sometimes. And another young lady that I had mentioned before, Six the Goddess, I had been watching her podcast for a little bit, and I absolutely love her. And I seen that she had actually been on an episode of tonight's conversation. And boy, boy, was that something. So let's let's get on into that really quick, because because just as soon as seven, as soon as six stepped up and voiced where she was coming from and her side and her experience on tonight's argument, um that's when you can definitely see that Keita and Randy were basically full of shit, and they were drama, and they were the problem basically, because we weren't really sure. A lot of people love to see people say, "Oh, you're exposed," because um they love to see people get exposed, because it's just like, you know, people love to just believe and hear the worst about a person, especially when they have a good reputation. And I feel um like Keita expressed, Kitty was everyone's favorite. I ain't gonna lie, she mine too. She mine. And she just always had this certain depth to her. She had a certain um poise to her, and she was just always classy yet stern. And she made some really good points, and she made sure people were holding themselves accountable, women. And people love that, people respect that. So out of all the women on the show, we respect her more because she gives more of a grown-ass woman vibe. Like, Keita and Randy are clearly still high school girls. Okay, so um, but anyway, we're gonna get into Six the Goddess a little bit. My baby, I love her. I love her and Kitty. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, y'all, for real, y'all on some bullcrap. So we're gonna watch the one where she's replying to um Keita, Six the Goddess, because like I said, she went on their show and had a horrible experience. Ace was not protecting her. Now, I haven't even mentioned Ace, and Ace is the one who is running this shit, y'all. Ace is he started tonight's conversation. And I've always really liked Ace too. Like, I really thought that he was one of the good guys, like, you know, making men hold themselves accountable when it comes to love and their role in um the relationship. So I'm really bummed out to see that he's not really as solid as he appeared to be. But it is what it is. Okay, so now we gonna just go ahead and get into uh the clip where Six is acknowledging Kita, and she even, I don't know if it's the one where she is talking about Randy or Kita, but she's gonna show a clip of what happened when she went on tonight's conversation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it.
Watch episode on the app because me and Randolph had to handle the bitch. Why? Because she thought she was being slick in person, and then the femininity coach, she teaches women how to be feminine, started bucking up and talking like this and saying bitch back, and we was all fighting.
Now, Kita is the other one in this situation who is also currently unemployed. The same thing applies with her. How long did you think you could carry on the way you were carrying on at work and that you would still have a job? It's super interesting for me now to see Kita, throwing a fit about how she didn't get paid. But the truth is this. The same way that you felt as though y'all did not owe me basic human respect in my face, or at the very least, to just do our job and go home, the same way y'all felt like I was not owed basic human respect because of my talking points or my tone or that you don't like my content. It's crazy how karma works, because now the same thing is happening where now Ace is saying that because of something that you did or said, or because of however y'all interacted, that you don't deserve to get paid. But see me, I'm not a hater, okay? If you did the work, you need to get paid. Even though the work that you were doing was to be the pit bull for Ace. You project by calling women like me a pit bull, but I'm not on nobody's payroll to sit there and sick them on women that they bring in. The way I do my content on my page is for me and the people that like it, and there's 250,000 people who enjoy it. Now, you see how Kita, once again, when you're dealing with tall, dark-skinned women, do you see how her impersonation of me was, oh, yeah, and to paint me out to be masculine and to paint me out to be aggressive. Now, I'm going to show you what actually happened, and we're going to break the rest of this down.
I'm making the most money.
No, I'm doing my both sides.
So what you mean?
I'm doing my both sides.
So because we're making the most money, they're the highest rated entrepreneur.
So that takes away from the fact that they're still.
They got money for food.
So, but that still takes away. That takes away from the fact that that's why motherfuckers don't. That's why we don't like you, bro.
So
That's
I'm
why we
so
don't like
glad
you.
you said it,
Yeah.
and it's noted.
Yeah, I just met you today. I didn't know
I'm
who
so
the fuck you
glad.
were before we got here.
No,
I
stop cussing at me.
It's the
Stop
ignorance.
cussing at me.
It's the
ignorance and the lack of knowledge. No, baby. So this is what we have a problem.
I'ma do
You
whatever
have
the
no
fuck I
knowledge. You
wanna
ain't got to
do.
cuss at me. You ain't got to be
I'ma do
disrespectful. Have I
whatever.
disrespected you?
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want, and then what? Then what
Yeah.
happens? You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Then what's the next move?
Yeah.
You're not
Then
very
I'm
wrong without retaliating.
We're
I have been
feminine
respectful.
energy.
I have been
So
respectful.
masculine.
I've been
So
respectful
masculine.
towards you. Y'all poke the bear. Then when someone take you like feminine,
You came in here upset.
Bruh.
Yeah, you came in here
Excuse me,
upset.
excuse me,
The
excuse
fuck?
me.
When I tried to say hi, and you had an issue because I stitched a video. It's
please.
social media.
Now, if anybody can find in that clip where I was like, oh, you bitches, a bitch ain't come out my mouth, a profanity ain't come out my mouth, okay? The very first thing that was said to me as soon as I sat down by Randy was, disrespectfully, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. Like, I literally sat down and they were like, hey, everything we're about to say to you is for the purpose of disrespect. Like, who the fuck does that? So the correct way for them to handle this would be to say, and you would think, this is how you know that they're the exact type of women that I be talking about, which is why they don't like me. The way that they do fuck shit, throw rocks, hide their hands, lie, never apologize, try to do anything they can to avoid any form of accountability. Now, you would think that after them both being fired, unemployed, and Kita crying online because how's she going to make her bills, you would think that they would have that moment to say, you know what? Let's reflect into the part we played into this, okay? Let's reflect. let's not sit here and we'll just paint Ace out to the abuser and forget that we were the ones abusing guests as well, because we wanted to make sure that we kept our job and we were getting paid. That would be the right way to handle it. But instead, you're doubling down and lying more. And now you're even starting rumors that I slept with Ace. Now, Keita. Now that sounds like a projection to me.
No, we talking about Six the God. The goddess. And it's funny because she teaches women how to be like feminine, right? But during the episode, as we're calling her out, she and Randy start to get into it. So she's yelling, Randy's yelling. She's like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck, bitch. I don't give a fuck." And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is the feminist coach." But I wouldn't be surprised if Ace ain't knock her on the couch of doom. Smash them papas. All these hoes don't like me. I'm not sure. I be sitting next to him. Maybe that's why.
So I'm just going to say this just in case. But for the record,
I just want to say really quick, messy, messy, messy. She is. Oh boy, have I come across women like that before. Just drama, and fake. Like, you really have to be careful around women like that. They are not your friend. As you can see, the way she's doing Kitty, like, y'all are friends, but then you turn around and tell all her business. Then those are the type of women. Those are the type of women you got to stay away from. And if you got to be around them, don't tell them your business. Don't tell them your business. Don't tell them your ideas. You got to treat them heifers with a long-handled spoon. Okay? And then she's just so effortlessly lying. That's crazy. She's just lying on this woman. Saying, spreading rumors, starting rumors. Nah, people gonna take that and run with it. Like, not cool. Let me see if I can
Watch episode on the app because me and Randolph had to handle the bitch. Why?
Okay, so I'm pretty new to this thing, y'all. So I really wish I could just these are shorts. That's why. I'm like, why can't I just stop, play, pause video? Well, this isn't a video, this is a short. So how do you edit? I don't know, y'all. I'm new to this thing here. Let's watch the other one though.
Number one. Number two, Six. I didn't know who you were before you got to tonight's conversation as a guest, and I don't know who you are after, so I'm genuinely confused as to why you're speaking on us, and I'm really, really just hoping that it's not for clout. Are you okay? Blink twice. Do you need help? You think that you're better than certain women because you look a certain way, you're aesthetically appeasing, but let me tell you, that energy, that attitude, that aura is disgusting. Tell them about how I ate you up for trying to be rude to women that are bigger than you, saying that they only had bottom feeder boyfriends because who would want them? The truth of the matter is you were brought into a situation to be an agitator, and you tried to actually go against black women because you don't understand anything about unity. You don't understand anything about the bigger picture, and that's...
Okay, I'm going to take it off really quick. Okay, I'm going to take it off really quick because I'm going to acknowledge what she said about that big women thing. First of all, I'm not the smallest woman. Okay, I got some meat on my bones. Okay, and I ain't got no problem with what Six said because I don't see any falsality in that, if that's a word. I don't know, but I don't see any. I don't see no lies. And all Six was basically saying is that usually if a man is not as financially well off as another, he'll typically go for a bigger woman. And basically the poorer the bigger, okay, is kind of what she's saying. And I know that can be triggering and can be controversial and even a little offensive, but what ushers say, truth hurts. Because I don't see no rich man. And this is the point Six always makes. I don't see no rich man. I'm talking about rich. I'm talking about wealthy. I don't see none of them with no big women. Okay? They are not walking around here with not even women my size for real. You know what I'm saying? So we have to really be honest with ourselves and be okay. Like, just it's okay. You can literally change that. That is something you can change. It's not like it's not like, oh, rich men don't like black women. That Now that is bull. Now, if somebody says something like that, I can understand why people are like, oh, that's not true. And that would have been more understanding for Randy to be like, disrespectfully, that's the most ignorant shit I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? That would have made more sense. But you can change your size, ladies. All you have to do is eat better and work out and drink your damn water, literally. And it it's not easy, but it is very simple. We have the blueprint. We know what we need to do. And it's not even, you don't even want to do those things so you can get a wealthy man. That just comes with it. It's one of the perks. But you look better, you look healthier, you look younger, you feel younger, um, you live longer, you feel good, your mental, working out is a natural antidepressant. It is the best antidepressant. And like, it's just so many perks. You are all around a better human being. Okay. And that's really all she's saying is just like, if you want a wealthy man, you're not gonna get one if you are 200 pounds and up. Unless you 200 pounds. I'm a tall woman, so I don't necessarily look like I'm 200 pounds, but am I 200 pounds? I don't know. I think, I don't know. um but lately I've been, 200, a little under 200, maybe a little over 200 sometimes. But I know all I gotta do is lose about 30 to 50 pounds and I'll be all right. Um, and it's not that hard, y'all. You just gotta stay consistent and you gotta really want it for yourself. Not if a rich man is your motivation, then sis, go ahead with your bad self. Excuse me. All right, we're gonna start the video.
Number one. Number two, six. I didn't know who you were before you got to tonight's conversation as a guest, and I don't know who you are after. So I'm genuinely confused as to why you're speaking on us. And I'm really, really just hoping that it's not for clout. Are you okay? Blink twice. Do you need help? You think that you're better than certain women because you look a certain way. You're aesthetically appeasing. But let me tell you, that energy, that attitude, that aura is disgusting. Tell them about how I ate you up for trying to be rude to women that are bigger than you, saying that they only have bottom feeder boyfriends because who would want them? The truth of the matter is you were brought into a situation to be an agitator and you tried to actually go against black women because you don't understand anything about unity. You don't understand anything about the bigger picture, and that's very obvious. Stop speaking on me. You don't know me. And trust me, you don't want to know me. If you need a stage, maybe you can come on Let's Rant about it.
Now, that unfortunate creature is Randy. The way that y'all throw rocks and hide y'all hand need to be studied, okay? The way that y'all project your bad behaviors on others need to be looked at Harvard. Now, we're going to go over what actually happened between Randy and I, because what Keita and Randy are doing right now is they're trying to expose Ace for not being who he acts like he is. And it's all a projection because they proclaim to be like the woman's girl's girl, but they're far from that. They are the quite literal definition of what mean girls are. Now, before we get into exactly what happened and them lying on me, first, Randy, stop telling people you don't know me, okay? You've been lying like this from the second I met you. Are you not tired? I beg, okay? Do your findings. Because, girl, the lie of you don't know me is getting old, girl. Imagine you're at work and some new person comes in and you recognize them from social media and you be like, oh, I don't like their content. So in the middle of y'all employee meeting, you blurt out, that's why motherfuckers don't like you. Okay, everyone knows what would happen. You'd be fired. You'd be escorted off the premises. That would for sure be your last day there. So the way that Randy is doing this whole thing of like, oh my God, I got fired, I'm the victim, is so weird. Because how long, Randy, did you think you could treat other employees and treat people like this and you would still have a job? Roll the clip.
Let me show y'all exactly why she mad. Hold on, watch this clip because I ate her up good, Bookie Butt.
True or false? When a man isn't financially confident, he tends to go for bigger women.
True.
Explain.
Because you have to look at when I say go for, I mean, I would think the same way. Like if it's a woman who is saying, okay, who can I get something out of? She might choose the guy who might seem more lame, like women don't really approach him. I think people in our nature are predatory in a way. Like when we are looking to gain something, we tend to look for who would be most likely. So to me, if I'm a guy, I just got out of jail, I got probation fees, I need somewhere to stay, I'm not going to go for a woman who works out 5 days a week and looks good. I'm going to go for the bigger girl. I'm going to say, there's more of a chance that she'll be willing to compromise because deep down inside she feels like maybe she has to compensate for the lack of the aesthetics.
Respectfully, that's probably the most ignorant shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. So you think because a woman is plus size or out of shape that her mental and what she accepts in life and what she should be expected to accept in life is less than because
Yeah, because look what she accepts for herself.
Now, that clip was edited. In the clip, she said, oh, respectfully, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. But in reality, she looked me dead in my eyes and she said, disrespectfully, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. And she decided that she could say all of this about me because of the 1 minute response I gave, because according to her, she had never heard of me a day in her life before. So a woman that you don't know can come in, be asked a question, answer the question, and it warrants all of this. That was all it took. It's giving, we're not buying it, Randy. This was too much energy for it to not be something deeper. And I know that you project in your video, so I'm thinking it was like are you the one that's jealous? Okay, because I noticed a few things, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let me first show you all the rest of what happened. And it kind of makes the clip I just showed you that she stitched even more weird, because it's like, girl, this girl didn't bother you. Y'all came and did this to me, and now you're making this like these antagonistic responses like, oh, let me show y'all why 6 mad. She mad because I disrespected her to her face. Yes, bitch. What the fuck? Of course. Let me show y'all the rest.
Making the most money.
I know I'm doing my both sides.
So what you mean?
I'm doing my both sides.
So because we're
making the most money, and they're the highest rated entrepreneur.
So that takes away from the fact that they're still
they got money for food.
So, but that still takes away. That takes away from the fact that that's why motherfuckers don't. That's why we don't like you, bro.
So
that's
I'm so glad you said it, and it's noted.
Yeah, I just met you today. I didn't know who the fuck you were before we got here.
No, stop cussing at me. It's the ignorance. Cussing at me. It's the ignorance and the lack of knowledge. No, baby. So this is what we have a problem.
I'ma do
You have no knowledge. You ain't got to cuss at me. You ain't got to be disrespectful. Have I disrespected you?
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want, and then what? Then what happens? You do whatever you want, then what's the next move?
Yeah.
You're not being very soft about it. I have been respectful. I have been respectful towards you. Y'all poke the bear. Then when someone check you like, Fairman, you came in here upset.
Yeah, you came in here upset.
Excuse me.
When I tried to say hi, that's not an issue because I stitched a video.
Now, Kita and Randy are currently going around social media calling me aggressive, saying that I was yelling at them, calling them all type of bitches, and I got so masculine. But as I said before, as a dark-skinned tall woman, I am so used to that. Anytime someone gets into it with me, especially if it's someone significantly lighter complected than me, I'm always going to get labeled as the aggressor. When you're a tall woman, they're always going to say, oh, you're manly, oh, you deserved it because of this and that. It goes back into like what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion, where they felt like, oh, because of what she did, she deserved to be shot at. That's literally how they did me. And colorism is a microaggression, which is what that was. They sat there and antagonized me and ganged up on me and disrespected me for no reason. And in their mind, it was okay. And if you pay attention to what Randy said, she's like, where's the femininity? That translation is, I hate that anyone likes this girl. I hate that this girl is helping anyone. And I want to try to discredit her. So I'm going to disrespect her in her face. And then I'm going to say, look how aggressive she is. Okay, it's a story all this time. And is it just me or something don't sit right in my spirit about someone that looks like this, with a preference like this, and children like this, always making comments like the ones I'm about to show you, and her sidekick, Batman and Robin, Anastasia and Drizella, I'm noticing a common denominator with all the women y'all tend to have an issue with and try to humiliate and bully. Let's examine. So y'all have a problem with me in my chocolatey glory. Who else do y'all have a problem with? Oh my. So there was aggressive, there goes that word, interactions with her too. Hey, fellow chocolate.
Okay. That was that right there. Randy is not the type of person I would want to be around. She just seemed, I don't know. I don't, of course I don't personally know these ladies, and you might meet them and have a different experience, but y'all making yourself look real ugly. Y'all making yourself look real childish, and y'all are really messing up other opportunities for you guys. No one wants to work with drama filled women like that. So yeah, keep creating content. I'm gonna do that too. And yeah, because I don't know where else y'all gonna go, unless it's another podcast that like the kind of drama that y'all bring, because y'all are breaking this man. Y'all are breaking this man. And I remember I was watching another video of Six the Goddess, and she was basically saying how she told Randy, not Randy, god damn it, Ace. She told Ace, she was like, those women are going to be the people who break you. And look at what they're doing. Look at what they're doing. You provide these heifers with jobs. You've been paying these women, and look at what they're doing. It's just really sad, and it's really sad. But that's, I guess, all we have for today for tonight's argument. And we just gonna shout out Kitty. You handled this situation so gracefully, and I'm just sending you love, honey, and I'm really glad that you looked so good when you came back and made another video, because you got the one video of her praying and she's crying and she's just super upset, and Keita was laughing. But then when she came back, she looked full. She looked calm. She looked in her element. Like, she just looked good. She didn't look tired. She didn't look sad. She looked like, I'm here. What's up? Now we can talk. Now we can talk. And she explained her side. And you really have to let people show themselves. You don't, a response is not always needed at all, let alone right away. So Kitty just gave herself some time to digest everything, and then she came to us and she set the record straight. Okay, so yeah, that's it for tonight's argument. And Y'all catch me on the flip side. Y'all can check out any other of my videos. They're not all like podcast type like this. But I do have some nice content up. And yeah, check me out. It's your girl Animus Right, and I'm signing out, baby.